if you have a red green center surround set up with red, you have red on center and green off surround. Activating the red is going to be your maximum stimulation. Like number one is just it's just baseline firing. Number four is going to be maximal firing. If you have red going everywhere, that's going to be less than maximal because your center. So green off surround means this one's right here, D, number 2, and 3 is C. The reason why these guys are so similar is because if you think about a particular cone and that responds maximally to green, it's also pretty close to responding to red. So if you shine red light on that cone, it's going to have a response. It's going to be a lesser response, but it's still going to be a response. So green is going to have the biggest off effect. That's going to be here. It's pretty close to baseline. And but shining red on the surround is also going to inhibit that signal from the center. And that's going to look like this. Does that make sense to everybody? Yep.
So if it was just the green surround, would it be even less firing at baseline?
Yes. So the illumination conditions that would cause the cell to fire minimally, dark in the center, and then green light in the surround. If it was green light everywhere, it's not going to be minimal because that green light is doing the same thing to the red cones that the red light is doing to the green cones. Does that make sense? So you have to have dark in the center and then green light in the surround, and that would just be shut it down signal. Any other questions? This is one example. This might be what the test question would look like. So, actually, no. I think in another test he had this sort of thing. I think that in this particular question, you're supposed to draw. This is the answer. You're supposed to draw this. But and on another test question, he had this, and you just have to label the names of all of these cells, and I think label where it's a positive and where it's a negative. So, is there any? Does anyone have any questions about this? So this, in order to detect blue yellow in this particular case, you need to combine a signal from red green against blue. In order to detect red green, you need to compare a signal from red to a signal from green. GABA is just what the horizontal cells are releasing onto this synapse in order to inhibit it. And these particular cells are both releasing glutamate. So that even though this is a negative synapse right here, it's because it's a metabotropic glutamate receptor. So glutamate is not always excitatory. It's usually excitatory, but sometimes it can be inhibitory if you're dealing with a metabotropic receptor instead of the ionotropic receptor. So I think these ones are amphokinate, and this is mGluR6.